Now this right here is about to get wicked. After Big U superseding indictment transcripts from his overact had dropped, it got a whole lot of correlation with what the story Wack 100 told Akademiks 3 or 4 years ago about how he ran up on Future in LAX airport. But a name in there that was mentioned by the guy named Trick Trick, a guy from Detroit. That leaves the back door wide open for Dawgface to go at Wack 100 even more. But we gonna get right back into that because I think it's a question that everybody is forgetting to ask. Now, after seeing this Big U paperwork and stuff like that, man, it's a whole lot of questions that need to be asked, man, and something's just not adding up. Or maybe it is. Now, about 3 or 4 years ago, Wack 100 was on the phone call with Akademiks telling him about the story when him and Big U ran up on Future at LAX. Fast forward to now, and what the going on in this YouTube space, man, people are starting to connect the dots and putting it together with Big U case, bro. Now here is my question, and I'm pretty sure everybody probably asking the same question or already have their answer, but how in the world a story like this come up in a federal case like that, bro? But before we get into this though, but before I give y'all what I think, I'm gonna let y'all hear what Dawgface got to say first.
Hey, listen, all you stupid ass niggas from Detroit, and when I say stupid, I do mean stupid. So watch this. So Big U's superseding indictment dropped yesterday. In that indictment, the charge of extortion of Future manifests itself. So now Big U is charged with extortion of Future. And they cite Wack 100's audio and video of him telling the story of why he implicates Trick Trick. He implicates Birdman. And of course he implicates Big U.
I don't think he was charged. I just think it was an overact. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had mentioned it. It has been brought up. I don't think he actually been charged, but it could be possibly put on, you know what I'm saying, put a charge put on Big U. That's just crazy because Wack 100 done recited the story, but let's keep it going though.
So now that means that once this trial starts, because Big U is charged with extorting and chasing and threatening to assault Future in LAX, that means that Trick Trick and Birdman and himself will be called as material witnesses in this situation. Now, he does say that Trick Trick was at home in Detroit. Trick Trick wasn't involved with this shit, right? So Big U would have to tell on Trick in order to pull Trick into this equation, which I don't think he will. And Trick don't even move like that. You know what I'm saying? So that remains to be seen. But for all you niggas in Detroit who be Wack 100's and feeding him information, for all you Detroit niggas who was feeding Wack 100 and baby shooting information about me, about Doug before Doug flipped the star with the niggas, all you ass rap niggas who been feeding Wack 100 information about me and T Grizzly, and then even before the whole T Grizzly shit, all you niggas have been feeding niggas in Houston information about All-Star JR. Hey, Detroit, y'all got a motherfucking problem, and it ain't me. But wait a minute. Before I go, since y'all think I'm bull, check this out.
Hey, Future owed bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player.
Sierra.
We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take the I got him. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing on the dead homies through the Delta.
What the?
runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
No, bro.
Right?
Wow.
He runs into the terminal, true story. Runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Wack 100 explaining in explicit detail what took place with Future in LAX with Big U? Did you hear him mention Trick's name? And did you hear him say that Future ran down the jet bridge? The little thing leading to the airplane, it's called a jet bridge. Did you hear Wack 100 on social media and on YouTube describing a mother crime? Did y'all hear that? Did you hear it? Did you hear him say that Future, when he got cornered in the jet bridge, he couldn't jump down because there was no plane there. It's a long way down. Did you hear him say that Future threw the phone at him, and on the phone it was Birdman, a.k.a. Stunner? When Stunner said he'll pay the extortion tab. Did y'all hear that? Y'all. Wait a minute, hold on. That crime, as described by Wack 100, a.k.a. Wack Keisha, was added to Big U's supplemental indictment. And you playing game with this.
Now, I totally understand Dawgface's point of view, and being the fact that Detroit was mentioned and a guy named Trick name was brought up, that just leaves the door open for him to go straight at them guys from Detroit. Man, they did him dirty. They turned their back on him. They stabbed him in the back for Wack 100. And now y'all seeing how Wack 100 is, you know what I'm saying, being received to the public now, and the things that's going on right in front of our eyes. Now, here's what I'm trying to understand. If this situation is being discussed in this federal case, that just leaves open speculations and obvious opinions to who they think done it, because people are going to ask the question, how does they know this? Did they already have evidence, and how is it possible for them to even find this out?
First of all, Future ain't never give us touch. I ain't never heard Future get his ass whooped in LA. Let's cover that. He damn sure wasn't touched at the airport, and I made it clear that Big U stayed behind when I had the conversation with him, so he never touched him. Then he's talking about days later in LA. Well, we all took a red eye to fucking Atlanta that night. Big U stayed in Atlanta a week. I came back the same day. Same day I landed, I came back. So there's no way days later Future got his ass whooped in LA and Big U stayed in motherfucking Atlanta for a week.
I think that, are they talking about that party where they in the 60s pulled up?
I mean, now you got to remember, I've always said this because it was on the internet. Remember when the dumb bozo was telling me nothing was going on? It was a party in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was a party in Hollywood.
Was it BT weekend? Was it BT Award weekend?
I don't know. They took off on dude security and shit. That's you can find that on Google, but
yeah, and he went to the hospital.
It ain't adding up because for one, dude wasn't attacked in no airport. Two, wasn't no homeboys there. Three, it was a conversation. Four, we all got on the red eye going to Atlanta. I came back. I landed that day, 6 in the morning, whatever time, and I came back that day. Big U stayed a week. Future stayed in Atlanta as well, so ain't no days later he got his ass whooped in LAX because the nigga wasn't in LA. And he never was touched. So I'm looking at the initials, but they shit ain't adding up. I mean, it ain't a charge. It's just an overt act anyway.
Yeah, it's an overt act.
It ain't a charge, but
the only thing that was kind of sus is that, like, they're alluding to the story you told about Future, and
I'm always telling the story. For one, it wasn't no extortion. It was a real deal. That was a real debt, and it really got paid. And Future ain't even the one that paid it. I've always said that. Future didn't pay that debt. Like, he got paid the next day, and only got paid because it was a. Man, if you owe a motherfucker, I've been on the nigga all week. Owe me $10,000 this week. I've been on his ass all week. Nigga, I really gave you $20,000. You only sent back 10, and I need another 10, motherfucker. I really gave you that. They go to motherfucking wire document to where you owe. So I don't know what people don't understand. If a motherfucker owes some money, you see a motherfucker, you gonna holler at a motherfucker. But motherfucker saying he was assaulted and all that, like, where you get, that's all cap.
And that's where the thin line, because I agree with you in this sense, and I'm wondering how they're trying to like lump everything into extortion. Like,
I'm telling you what's going on.
If I owe you $100 and I come to you and I say, yo, you gonna pay my $100, even if we have a heated discussion, am I extorting you or I'm asking you for payment for something you owe? Like, the money that you've never stated that money was anything other than a debt he owed. It wasn't on some, that's a check-in fee or that's
hey, bro, I ain't never participated in no check-in fees with nobody. I don't believe in that shit. Right? Pay attention. Bay is in the RICO. He's one of the dudes that's free. This story about Future, this ain't coming from Future. This is coming from one of his homeboys on the RICO telling the story of what he thinks has happened, and it's between two of them.
Now, after hearing Dawgface go off on Wack 100 and them guys out there in Detroit for picking sides, man, and basically backdooring him for Wack 100, basically giving them information, giving Wack 100 information about Dawgface. Dawgface got every right to feel the way he feel because after how he done represented for Detroit, and that's the motherfucking thanks he get. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying, bro, and I totally understand that. But on this other thing though with Wack 100 and how he basically trying to say that it might be these other guys, man, the question still remained the same. How in the F did they get that information, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's gonna be. And then only time we'll tell, because only thing we got to go off of right now, we haven't seen no paperwork, because this right here is not a, you know what I'm saying, actual charge, bro. It's an overact. I don't know how they judge this thing like this, bro. I don't know if you gotta have, in order to write the overact, do you gotta have a statement and somebody to verify your statement like that in order to be an overact? We ain't no telling about how the feds play. But if that's the case, and Wack 100 saying that he didn't personally tell them, they probably got that information off the internet, and somebody that was inside probably trying to get out corroborated the story, man, told the similar story. Probably only thing that ain't adding up is about the attacks, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, is Wack 100 telling? That would be considered telling, wouldn't it? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. Or maybe I'm looking at this all wrong, man. That's why I want to have this conversation. Do y'all think people connecting the dots that are not there, or them old conversations are probably coming to reality? Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. I don't know. Just keeping it real. We're going to call a ball, a strike. The Metaverse Umpire. We at 6K subs trying to get to 10K, man. Y'all do your boy a favor. Come with different flavor. It's your boy BT Scoop. Hit that like, hype, and subscribe. I'm out.